no matter what. I'm feeling great.
Hello, once again, welcome to Godlywood Studio and to the program Light of Knowledge. We have been discussing in deep the various aspects of godly knowledge. There is knowledge and there is godly knowledge. Why we call this the godly knowledge? Because there is a source for every knowledge. It can be a guru, it can be a school of thought, anything. But here, the source is God Himself. Can God give knowledge directly? If so, how is He doing it? All these things are to be answered in this program. So now today, I think we will continue with the topic which we have taken in the last episode, transformation. Transformation never ends. It's an ongoing, continuous process. There are lot many things in our life that we have to transform from the negative to the positive. Let us take each and every one of it. So today, to continue this discussion, we have Rupa Behenji with us as usual. Let us welcome her. Rupa Behenji, welcome to the program.
Thank you.
So today we are continuing with transformation. In last episode we discussed transformation can be in the personal level and in the social level. And when we initiate the change in the personal level, slowly the society changes. So how to do it? Personally, what can I do in my own life so that eventually I see a beautiful society?
So when we talk about change, first of all, a person would like to bring change knowing what is the result of that change. If I am not aware what I get, then my question to myself is, why should I change? Second thing, change usually I feel it's difficult. And therefore, I need a clear picture or a vision. After doing this, that is what I am going to get. If that aim or a vision is not very clear, even if I am forced to change, it's a force, but not I love to do that change or bring that change. Therefore, we see in the society even so many bad things which I want to give up, but I don't know what I get next. Maybe it is a food system or behavior
Actually, that
system.
is a very, very peculiar psychology, because we will only leave something if we are so sure that we will get something else in its place. So that is why maybe we are not ready to leave the old habits, because we don't know how we get a new
There's
one.
a fear of leaving what I hold.
Even if that is bad, even if that is
Yes.
something creating difficulty for me.
Because by bad also something I am enjoying a little bit also. For example, people who are addicted to smoking, they are well aware it is going to damage the health. Even it is written there, smoking is injurious to health. Knowing that, reading that, being aware of that, why you are smoking, then they say I get little bit of relaxation. But if that person knows, if I give up this, I get more relaxation by doing this. So he doesn't know what to do next. Therefore, he is addicted to whatever he is already having the habit.
This is very true, because I know a person who was a continuous chain smoker, and several times he left smoking and he came back to it again, and a time came when doctor told him, if you don't stop it, you will leave your body within 6 months. And then he left smoking. If we get such a kind of critical warning, then a lot of change can happen.
This is accepted by few. This will not work for everybody. Even people are ready to die, but still they don't want to leave some habits. Therefore, the change should be embraced with love. It should not be forced. That's why we need wisdom, understanding. And this should come within ourselves. then we accept that change and we love to bring that change. Today, what is happening, even small children or in any relation, anything goes wrong, then one person will say, oh, you bring this change. Another person is not able to understand why and what is that I get reward. If I do this, the reward should be ready for me. And that clear picture, if I understand, then possibly I attempt for a beginning. And therefore, understanding is very important. Even some people would like to bring change. They are ready to bring change, but they don't know what. Like some people ask the question, I want to develop myself. I want to control myself. I want to see me more progressive. In what area? They have money, they have a house, they have everything for their survival, yet they are not satisfied. So there comes that they are expecting something else, and the inner self is willing to do something for self as well as to others.
But Benji, how to get this clarity? Because if this clarity was already there, then there would have been no problem for us to change. The initiation will come from inside. But mostly we don't get that clarity. So how does knowledge help?
I do bring change not only for myself. For example, there are so many social servers and so-called people who are philanthropists, so-called people who would like to see others good, happy. And in their personal life, they don't have any problem. Yet they are not happy. Yet they are not contented. They say, no, I know I have food, I have shelter, I have people around me, okay, but still not okay because the people around us, society around us is not okay. So they want to do for something to create something happiness, good in everybody's life. So the true enjoyment of life is only achieved when everybody is okay. Now this again people think is possible, but we are all expecting that, isn't it? See, in my home everything is okay. The neighbor home is not good. They are struggling for food or survival or quarreling and disturbances, ill health. So many things are there. Am I not affected by that?
Many people are affected. Mostly we say in spirituality also that it is the result of their own thought process, their words, their actions, on which only they have direct control over. I have no direct control over their thoughts, words, and actions. So, what is the point in feeling sad or being dejected by looking at the society?
No, when the majority of people or maximum, say in 100%, more than 70% or 80% are suffering, 10 to 20% people who are so-called okay, they have to bring out a new light to the world. That is the transitional period what we were talking in previous episode. There no human light of knowledge will work. Whatever I have so far the knowledge, it is not working. We are only struggling. For example, you see like disease like cancer, disease like diabetes, these are all spreading everywhere. So we have medicine. So we have helped ourselves. But tomorrow we see another new disease is coming up. Are we really giving a solution to the roots where the tree is spoiled, or we are just giving water to the each branch or cutting the branch whichever is spoiled?
Maybe that is what we are doing right now.
And therefore, even though we are getting solution in one way, another way we are not happy.
We need to change the tree from the root. It is a total transformation. So what is the process
That's
of doing
called fundamental change. It's not just a superficial change, fundamental change. That is the challenge. So, challenge because everything is coming under a new light. What I think, what I observe, what I visualize, and what I select, the choice, the behavior, everything will have a new circle. And here a person has to understand the will of God. Here, whether I like it or not, when he takes up that change to bring in the world, in Indian mythological story, it is well said, when God thought of making a world, he does it. And this world is created by his thought. So when he thinks to create a world, definitely his thought should be or will be with perfection. We human beings, day by day, years by year, as we come in our life journey, from that perfect world we have come to the imperfect world. And therefore again the education, science, medical science, or religion or scriptures, what everybody is trying to teach is to go back to that perfection.
Actually, we want to go from the imperfect to the perfect.
Yes.
But I think you are hinting at the whole journey is coming in reverse. It is coming from the perfect stage to the imperfect stage. But we want it the other way.
Because we have experienced that perfection sometime, that is why we are expecting back to the same. And that transition, which can be properly guided or given the new light, not only with knowledge, but along with that, the supportive power will be only from the Supreme Source. That's why what we are trying to share here is called godly knowledge, because this wisdom is not found anywhere, and it comes from the Supreme, and which gives a new light to each and every individual. So whoever touches that light, they start bringing change in them. Maybe it is in small level or higher level, doesn't matter, but everyone will start doing that so that they can reach to that new dawn.
So, Behenji, how can I change myself from the root? That is, you said change is always starting from the individual. So, in order to start a change process, what is the first step that I have to take?
From others, I expect behavioral change, which is visible outside. Interaction with people, or how I relate myself to others, how I relate with workplace, all these things, right? So the change has to be brought with proper understanding. When we talk about change, others expect myself or my activities, my behavior to be changed. Maybe my behavior in my home or with colleagues or at workplace or in society. So usually this is all external change, which is visible. But to bring this change, which in other words we say behavioral change, I need to bring change within myself, in an internal self. And when I talk about internal change, the change begins with thought process. Usually, if somebody says, you please change, nobody likes that. Why he has to change, or why he has to tell me to change. So rather, with the knowledge and also the awareness, with the help of wisdom, if I love myself and if I have a clear vision of the future, what I have to become, then I love to bring change in myself, which is the best choice. And for that, the beginning is the positive thinking. And thinking begins within myself. So we have to understand the process of thinking and what is the energy that it is having an inner mechanism of thinking, feeling, and expressing.
This is a very deeper aspect, the change inside the mind or thought process. I think we will take it up in the next episode, because now the question from the public is waiting. So now we directly move on to the question.
I'm Raman Sharma, advocate, practicing at Punjab and Haryana High Court at Chandigarh. I have learnt much about this system, but I want to know more about Paramatma.
Benji, that's a question which pesters the mind of all of us who is seeking something spiritual. Who is God? Does he exist or not? Is it just a myth or an imagination we have created? If he exists, where is he existing? What is he doing? Do he have any direct control over our activities? I think all these questions need to be answered.
When I talk about God
Mm.
or Paramatma, the word we use Paramatma,
Mm.
itself giving the answer.
Mm.
Atma is soul and Param is supreme.
Mm.
And in previous episodes, we came to understand there is an existence of invisible energy which is known as soul. And comparing to that, God is Param Atma, that's supreme soul. And he is having a special role in this world drama. Whether we have the knowledge of God or not, we all pray him, call him at times of difficulties. I just want to give one small example because directly if you say, yes, I have belief God is there, and somebody can say, no, he is not there. That is because he might have not experienced. That may be the answer.
To experience God, actually, first you need to understand the reality of his existence. He is material or immaterial? How does he look like? Where does he live? And we are usually using this expression he. Naturally comes to mind. Is it right? Can we call him he or she or what? Is he gender specific or gender unspecific? All these things come to the mind.
Actually, in this godly knowledge, the second lesson that we try to understand itself is about God. Because the introduction of any person is with a name, form, his abode, where he dwells, what is his specific designation, and what activities he does, what qualities he has, and what relation I have with him, how to get related to him. These are all the things we learn. And this is the knowledge is very important if I want to get connected to him. But I wanted to share one small example just to understand how really we are really connected to him with or without awareness. A person who was a very good orator, he was given one topic to have a competitive debate. That is, God is not existing. And another person opposite of that, yes, God is existing. So both had a very good debate. Beautifully they expressed their views. And finally, the one who selected the topic, God is not existing, he won the prize. Because he was so nice in giving points and making people, yes, it seems he is not existing. When everybody was clapping, he was overjoyed with that success, looked up and said, "Oh God, thanks for helping to prove that you are not existing." So what is that meaning?
That seems a very humorous, hilarious contradiction.
That's why he is existing. Whether we are aware or not, we need to understand him. And when we understand, by just saying God, we are happy, then we come in contact with him, definitely the flow of happiness is immense.
I've seen many of the scholars learning a lot, understanding about life, still stuck at some point, and they invariably call out to God. So, how to get his knowledge? Calling out to him is enough?
No, in human civilization, what happens whenever the grievances and the miseries started by the mistake of man's deeds, everybody started calling him. And everybody started searching him in one or the other way. Because we all are aware there is something which can give us power to come out of this misery. Now, why we want to come out of misery is there was a world existing without any miseries. That is called perfect order, perfect world. Whatever the name we give, heaven or happiness or whatever the word we choose, but there was a time existing in human civilization where everybody was happy, everybody was free from sickness, everybody was sharing and loving and caring, and nobody is having any of the negativities. So when the negativity started, we come across with troubles, miseries, sadness, sorrow, grievances. So then there was a way to reach him, search. Somebody started praying, somebody started meditating, somebody started doing some penance, so on. Somebody started reading, somebody started discussing whether is there anybody who can give us real peace and happiness. So in the time of search, everybody was searching. Whoever gone 10 steps ahead, behind who came, they started following him. But actually is everybody was searching. The time of transition comes when the search comes to an end with the descent of that supreme light into the world of darkness.
Benji, we need to take more time to dive deep into who Paramatma is,
Yes.
what is his purpose in the world, why he comes at this time. It is now time for us to look into the virtue, attitude, and reflection part. So, what is today's attitude and today's virtue?
The attitude of being punctual. Most of the time we think I wanted to do this but I could not do. I wanted to reach there on time but I could not do it because of laziness or giving reasons or spending time more where I did not had a proper setting of my timetable and so on. So people are struggling to make many things on time. So let us have this attitude that I will be punctual. Possibly 5 minutes early. So preparation of time, because it's very valuable. It is well said, the one who gives value to time, he becomes valuable. Simple thing. And people who become great, they always have given value to
Importance
their
to
time.
time.
And the supportive virtue is to be self-confident that I can do it, I will do it. So this positive thought, if I take up, maybe I am occupied with many things and many commitments, yet I can manage because I believe that I am able to do it.
Let us have a little bit of reflection on this attitude and this virtue.
Sit in a comfortable position. Allow your physical body to get relaxed. Relax your legs, hands, shoulders, neck and head. Feel easy and just focus yourself in the center of the forehead, in between two eyebrows. A sparkle of light, point of divine light. I, the point of light, having the power of thinking. I can choose my thoughts, and today I determine myself. Today I determine myself. I will give more importance to my life, the time. From the morning till bedtime, till I go to bed, I will keep attention to use each and every minute with value, with purpose, and which makes me feel great about myself and making me more punctual. And the supportive virtue, I help myself. I am confident of doing this. if at all there is little laziness, negligence, or little carelessness, I will overcome that weakness with the virtue of confidence. I am confident. I am filling myself with this positive thought, which is giving me a new enthusiasm to do the best. Om Shanti.
Thanks a lot, Behenji. I think that reflection, that meditation will help us to look into ourselves and keep that transformation process on, so that in every eventuality we are reminded of this wonderful change which we bring about through knowledge and wisdom. Thanks a lot once again on behalf of all the viewers. You have come to the studio and shared all this with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, friends, that is all for today. We are continuing with transformation because it is such a beautiful and long process. Every process has its own initiation, its own developing stage, and its own conclusion. So, let us at least start that process of transformation and see where it leads to. Change can be small, little steps can lead to such a big result. So let us change, let us look into ourselves first, find out what is there to be changed, and slowly but surely start the change process. So thanks for watching today's program. Be with us in this journey. Put your queries and suggestions to us, and it will help us to improve this journey for you in the coming episodes. Until we meet again in the next episode, it is a goodbye from all of us.